all. Yes. Just thinking about it. Yes. This whole Tor system, I mean, it's really not that big of a deal, is it? Yes. Just takes an IP address to send the data to. Yeah. Now, the exit known, the sniffing, yes, this is quite a process to capture data packets as they race through a network. Yes. What's a data packet look like that happen to be connected to a biochip reader? Mm-mm. You know, it's just a little tiny mini computer in your body. Yes. But it does send data and it probably has a different signature than if I was surfing the internet. Yes. Why don't we get a few of these counterfeit biochips? Yes. Connect them to one of these data readers. And do evaluation of the exact type, yes, of data that it's sending. Oh, well, it's these sniffers, they really sniff out the data packets. Now, quite often we focus on the surface web, yeah, and then the deep web, but I really think that somebody is trying to control the world and they're using the dark web to do that. Yes. And all they need is the right data packets to race through a network. Yeah. Now, if you never used one of these sniffers on a biochip, why don't we start sniffing right now? Let's start sniffing. You know, that reminds me of the nose. Quite often, those in the family, they have what's called the oral fish fixation. Yes, where there's no sexual nerve endings in the mouth of the individual. What would happen if there was some women that wanted to support myself and my family? Yes, that they only use the sexual nerve endings of their labial lips and not the sexual nerve endings in their actual vaginal opening. Now, a lot of couples, they kind of got stuck on this whole idea, well, we just have to have oral sex. But I thought, if you connected, yes, the actual labial lips of a woman's vulva, yes, to the head of a man's penis, does it cause arousal like it used to, or do you have to use? I think there must be. See, there's that oil. Yes, there's a little gland down there. I called it the silky orgasm. I innovated it myself. Other women didn't know that they had a little ball inside of that grouping of sexual nerve endings right there. Now, the a slang term that describes the full package of a person's information, the fulls. Yeah. Now, Bitcoin, obviously, they did something. Could you? Oh, there's a transaction. Researchers in Qatar identified 125 Tor users linked to illegal services on the network. Why don't we go through all the Bitcoin and the various blockchains available? Yes. And see how much money is in the Tor. Yes. And then if I bought one of these counterfeited biochips, I could have a virtualized currency system similar to, well, for all of you that have been coming the money, that have been kind of stuffing the money in various vaginas, thinking, well, he'll never find out. What if you didn't use the vaginal muscle, but you used a biochip connected to the Tor that happened to be a Bitcoin transaction in the blockchain? There could be a lot of people that really believe that they have millions upon millions of dollars if they got involved in this whole Ponzi scheme of coming to find out where really what happened is they had a chip that was connected to the Tor. Yes. That gave their thought patterns, the way that they think, the impression that they had millions of dollars in the dark web, but it was actually the chip that let them think that. How frustrating would it be if we were to take the assets of what could be billions upon billions upon billions? If I got $100 billion of counterfeit currency that had intentionally been manufactured to go through counterfeit biochips, that were connected to the internet, sniffing right now, sniffing. I just wanted to get all the money in the Tor. I mean, when you really think about what's the use of having it there. Now, this whole idea of stuffing the money, I don't think we should use the sexual nerve endings of citizens for some sort of monetary system. And somebody always said, well, I always take the money. The money's easy. Yes. But my thought was sexual nerve endings should be used for orgasms, yes, or to cause the stimulation to want to conceive a child. And if it was the labia lips that were volunteering to support me and my family when going on vacation,